Alright, good morning folks. It's been a week and a half now since I've owned the NSX. I haven't driven it a whole bunch because I've been busy, but I have driven it and got a feel of the car, put about 170 miles on it. Yeah, big driver. So once I get a little bit caught up, I've got a project here, we have another one over there, and a few small projects we've got to get done before the end of the year. So here's a little bit of content of me driving the car, including doing a launch control. You got to check this out. It's actually impressive. It's the fastest accelerating car from a dig I've ever had. Most cars I've had spin the tires all the way to 60 miles an hour before you can do anything with them. This doesn't spin, it just goes. Check this out. After driving the car, I like it. I really do like it. And of course I've had some of the messages, hey, I've got this car and I've done this to it and it's faster than your car. Okay, I don't engage in those kind of my dad's bigger than your dad. Buy a car that you like, buy a car that makes you happy, buy a car that makes you happy for you. If you're building a car for somebody else, ask them what car they want and then it'll save you the trouble. So let's get that out of the way. I'm not that guy. I'm gonna be doing some more driving with it soon, and I don't want to tease it, but I'll tell you what I have plans of doing. This week I'm gonna take the car to the drag strip. I'm not a drag strip guy. I've never been excited about it. I don't know how to drag race good enough to be competitive, and I feel like, especially on a manual car, launching the car and beating it as hard as you can down the track and chase a time, and whatever time you get, you always want to go a tenth faster. And as I've said before, most of the time drag racing, you're only happy when you get the time slip. The actual the actual time you're drag racing, you're not having a good time. You're pushing the car, you're launching it, you're shifting it, and it all is based on the time slip if you had a good time. It's almost like going to a movie, and if the titles are good, you enjoyed the movie. Is that a good analogy? So I've never been into that, but saying that, I'm trying to boost the channel. I want to get the channel subscribers up. If I get the subscribers up, I'll make more money on the channel. Hopefully, eventually, the channel will pay for the car. In a future video, I'll talk about that. In the YouTube spectrum, we're a very, very tiny little blip, but we're making money. It's not a lot, it is growing. So I'll talk about that and talk about actually how much money we're making. And if I can get the subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, the income from YouTube will almost make the monthly payments for the car. So that's the goal. That is the goal. And then we can concentrate on LHT, and YouTube will literally take care of the car, and then we can keep the content growing. Of course, I'm not going to keep the NSX forever, but for now I enjoy it, and I will be taking it to the road course. Coming up this week, I am taking the car to the drag strip. Two reasons for the drag strip. One, it's good content. I don't see too many people taking their NSX to the drag strip. And also, I can't put the car on the dyno because it is all-wheel drive. We have a two-wheel drive dyno. The front wheels are driven by electric motors, the back is driven by a gasoline motor. So I can't put it on the dyno. So I need a baseline. Basically, the track will give me an idea of horsepower. You type in the weight, you use the mile an hour, it's a very, very close approximate of the horsepower. And it's also a good starting point. So when we do exhaust or intakes or a tune, it will show us where we started and where we have actually progressed. It's a good tuning tool. And of course, it's good for content on the channel, which essentially is what we're trying to do as well. So we will be doing some titanium. This is the titanium X pipe that I made for the ZR1. We kept that. So if you're a C6 fan, This is designed to work with American racing headers. If you're interested, I have some American racing headers that fit that X pipe. Again, it's for a C6. It's a dual 3-inch with an X. Titanium weighs 8 pounds. That is something that's going to be coming to the NSX. I've already started experimenting with titanium charge pipes. Down the road, I will be building a titanium exhaust. It's going to be much lighter, it's going to sound better, and again, it's going to be good content, and it's going to be something that I can offer if somebody is interested. Some of the things I don't like about the NSX, I'll tell you right now. The keyhole in the door, I think, is a terrible design idea. Why you couldn't bury that somewhere else. Again, it's like an emergency access. It doesn't need to be right in the middle of the door. For an emergency, you're not going to use it. Also, when you wash the car, you get soap in the engine bay. I don't like that at all. Looking around, it looks like it's for airflow to help air move and escape. But the fact that the car is going to get washed to get soap in there, I'm not really excited about that. The things I do like, the styling, I gotta say I love it. The more I look at the car, the more I like it. The more shapes, the more angles and the shadows. It's just a beautiful car to look at. And to see it going down the road, I took a couple of videos of it driving by, and it really brings out the shape and the look of the car. Also, the way it drives. It doesn't drive like a supercar. I remember some of the early supercars I drove that I used to idolize as a kid. When I got a chance to drive them, I was so disappointed. I mean, the early Lamborghinis, for one. I drove a Lamborghini Countach and a Lamborghini Diablo, and I was like, these are terrible. Well, of course, they're very iconic. Again, this is just my opinion. The NSX, whether you call it a supercar or not, I don't care. I'm not a supercar guy. I'm not trying to make my car better than yours. I want to put my car on this plateau. I'm not that guy. If it's a supercar, if it's not, I don't care. Driving, it feels very normal. When I say very normal, it's like jumping in a Honda Accord. It drives very smooth. It's easy to get in and out of. The visibility is great. It doesn't have any compromises. It's just like they say, it's an everyday supercar. It drives like a normal car. Seats feel good. The interior, I like a lot. The dash looks nice. The overall sound of the car, it could be louder, but it still sounds pretty good. Check this out. So I think it sounds pretty good. It goes through the gears. The fact that it goes through the gears and downshifts so quick makes it more exciting in itself. So saying that, watch the next video. We're gonna take it to the drag strip. I'll try and get some in-car shots, some camera angles on the outside. I'm gonna try and go with a couple of friends so we have a couple of other cars as content, and just to give you an idea of, you know, how much fun you can have. It's not about being the fastest car. It's about enjoying your car, hanging out with your buddies, experiencing a good time together. I mean, that's what it's all about. So stay tuned. Hope you like this video. Stay tuned for the next one, and check our Instagram account, and I put pictures of the car up there a lot. And again, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to boost our channel by subscribing. The more subscribers we get, the more views we get, the more money we make. And that's what I'm hoping to do with the NSX, is pay for it. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.